future MP for Bradford West, inshallah. So he's just going to bring him on. Muhammad Ali Islam, box number 5. Box number 5, man. Box number 5. So we're going to let him introduce himself and what he's all about, what he's been involved in as a younger kid, because he is young and he's well ahead of all the other candidates. So without further ado, Muhammad Islam.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think, is that okay? Everyone, that should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, fantastic. Well, what a gathering. Wow, isn't it fantastic to see everyone here today? This is our third office opening, mashallah. Third office opening in Bradford West. And that's brilliant. That shows that we are making progress and we are moving forward. Today I want to talk a little bit about myself. I know everyone talks about myself and they say my name often, but in City Ward, the ward that we are in today, it's new to me. And alhamdulillah, I've been privileged to meet elders in this ward that have introduced me to others, and I've seen so many brilliant young people also. But my name is Muhammad Ali Islam. I'm a young man who wants to see better, who wants to see change. Yes, I'm an elected councillor, but I don't see myself as one. I am no politician. I'm just a young man that's concerned. I'm a young man that's worried, and I'm a young man that wants to see better. My journey started at the age of 16, where I went to college and I studied business and finance. I wanted to be an accountant growing up. I wanted to become an accountant because I enjoyed maths. Maths was my favourite subject. But life shortly took a turn. From then, I did an apprenticeship. And I'll speak about this later as well because apprenticeships are important. I've seen myself how important they are. During this apprenticeship program, it's what changed me. I started attending leadership meetings within the NHS. I became a young involvement partner. I attended CYP leadership meetings. I went into schools. I audited. I poverty proofed. I did so many things. And that's what brought me here today. During my time of this program and working closely with youth centres, I saw issues firsthand, on our doorstep. I saw it all. I saw the neglect, I saw the deprivation, I saw the inequalities, I saw the disparities, I saw the fact that we were not getting catered for. And when I refer to we, I refer to the Bradford public. At the age of 18, I contested the seat as a local independent for Manningham. We fought day and night and we received 1,600 votes. We didn't get elected, but that didn't matter. We persevered and we went again. The second year we stood again at the age of 19, and at 19 we received 2,153 votes, alhamdulillah. We didn't get elected, but it did not matter because we persevered and we went again. At the age of 20 we went for the third time. And at the third time we received 4,100 votes, alhamdulillah. And today I stand here. After 3 years of struggle, after 3 years of fighting for a better Manningham, I stand here now as the Manningham councillor. And that I am proud of. But now we move forward and we look to the future. We look to progress. And I have seen that the issues that I have faced and come across in Manningham are issues across Bradford West. Issues that we all see on a daily basis. Issues that we all resonate with. Now we have to ask ourselves the question, why? Why are these issues still on our doorstep? And why on earth have they not been resolved? Now of course we've got a Labour MP in power. Now through a Labour MP we see a lack of representation. Through a Labour MP we see inadequateness. And through a Labour MP we see no lobbying towards the government. We see no or a lack of investment being brought into Bradford West. We see a lack of scrutiny towards the government. And that's why we have to ask the questions, why? Why is this happening? But more importantly, how can we better this? How can we change this? And the answer is simple. It's through independents that are not bound by party whips. It's through independents that can openly say how it is and challenge the status quo. Because as independents, we are not controlled. 3 years ago when we started this movement, an independent was a nobody. It was somebody who would sit on the sidelines. But 3 years later, as now we have 10 independent councillors sitting in the chambers, it has shown the power. It has shown that the movement has grown. Now there's a definition of madness that's related to Einstein, which I often tell, that we who do the same things again and again and again and expect a different result is madness. Now for years we have voted that party that our elders once voted for, but we saw no different result. We saw the same old. And that's why I stand here today in front of you as an independent, seeking your support. Now what change can we make? What difference can we make? What impact can we have? Is the question that I get asked. But the answer is simple. We can, number one, have an authentic voice that isn't tied or controlled. We can, number two, have a parliamentarian that will openly lobby the government and not shy away. You see, the advantage that we have is that we're not shy to have the conversation. We are not shy to bring the debate to the table. We will do that. Why wouldn't we do that? Because you see, everything is on stake. Our children are on stake. Their future is on stake. It's their livelihood. It's our community that it is at stake. So we have to speak up openly for those. Yes, I know when I say openly, we can't change the world. We know that. But we can at least better our communities. We can at least better represent. And that is what we will do. That is what we should do. Now the issues all over the world, especially the foreign stance of our government when it comes to Palestine, is disgusting. You see, when it came to the attacks and when it came to the killing of children, they were all okay with it. They all enabled the genocide that happened in Palestine. But now when it comes to election time, all of a sudden their stance has changed. Do not be fooled. Do not be fooled by their stance. Because once upon a time, they were okay with the killing of children. They were okay with Palestinian children being starved and deprived from water and power. Keir Starmer said that openly. You all know he said that. But now all of a sudden, because when it comes to votes, he is in favour for a ceasefire. He now wants the killings to stop. But let's make it clear that it is 7-8 months too late. Too late, Keir Starmer. Too late. You have shown your true colours. The same way you had shown your true colours a couple of days ago when you expressed how you feel towards the Bangladeshi people. He had expressed how he feels. He attacked them not once but twice. He had shown his true colours. He had said that they are the issue and that we have to send them back. Disgusting. What have they done wrong? Why target a certain community? Why target them? I know my Bangladeshi brothers and sisters that have voted for this party day in and day out. Every single year they have supported this party for the leader just to throw it back in their faces. You see, we are up against an authoritarian system. We are up against a dictatorship. A party that dictates to its current elected representatives to do this, to do that. Now we together, as Bradfordians, have to unite. We have to unite under the banner of independence, because that shows that we will take democracy into our own hands. It shows that we will take democracy into our own hands and we will then dictate. We will then say it how it is, because it is bringing power back to the people. And that's what we have lacked in Bradford West for so many years. That is what we have lacked. Now I call out to every single one of you, be a part of this movement. Because all over the country there is more than 400 independents that have stood. 400 independents that have stood and contested parliamentary seats to send a clear message to mainstream parties that they can no longer take our votes for granted. To mainstream parties that they can no longer shape our way. Because the future is ours. This is our future. This is our future. And we have to shape our future. Now this is the third office we are opening. The third office during this election. Reason being so is because the movement is growing. The movement is growing throughout the country. And we have to send a clear message. I'm not going to speak for long. But what I am going to say is that over the years, we have tried the others. We have tried them all. And we have seen nothing. We have seen neglect. We have seen clear neglect. We have seen deprivation. I know many of us here are drivers. We drive cars. And we have seen that car insurance has become a huge issue for all of us. Why is it that we pay more because we live in inner city Bradford? Why is it that we pay more because we have a certain name or we come from a certain race? Why is it that we pay more because we're Bradfordians? It doesn't make sense. Insurance discriminates, but it shouldn't be like that. Others should not be judged just because our neighbours are reckless drivers. That's the truth. That is the truth. We should all not be painted with the same brush. Now, day and night, we have been campaigning for a better Bradford West. So I call to all of you, join the campaign. Join the movement. Join the cause. Let's come out in our hundreds. Let's come out in our thousands. And let's send a clear message to the mainstream party politicians that you can no longer take our votes for granted. You can no longer take us for granted. Because on the 4th of July, we will unite. On the 4th of July, we will send a strong message to the party politicians that we want Bradford independence. We want local independence. And we can only get that if we vote for that. The choice is yours. Who do you want? Do you want a party politician that is whipped? Do you want a party politician that is told what to do? Or do you want a party politician that will stand his ground, that will say it how it is, and that will say openly that the people of Palestine deserve a free Palestinian state up against all apartheid? You see, when I ask for a free Palestine, I'm not asking for the destruction of the state of Israel, no. I'm asking for a Palestine that is free from occupation. I'm asking for a Palestine where children, mothers and fathers can be free. Those that are elders can one day go back to their work and carry out their trade. When those thousands, hundreds of thousands who have been displaced can go back into their lands. It's as simple as that. But we have to echo that message everywhere. We have to echo that message locally, but also nationally. We talk about the NHS being on its knees. Yes, we know this. We now struggle to wait in the A&E because it's an 8, 9, 10 hour waiting time. It's become ridiculous, let's be honest. It's become absolutely ridiculous. But what I don't understand is that our government are okay with sending billions and billions of pounds funding unjust foreign wars, when in reality that money can be spent on our NHS. That money can fund our young people. That money can go towards making sure that those that are students don't pay for tuition fees. Because tuition fees have become such a burden for those who want to seek an education. The choice is ours, and we have the opportunity to make history. Let's make that history in Bradford West. On the 4th of July, let's make it the official date of the Bradford Independence Day. Thank you.